don't understand what you're saying, but okay. Why does this always happen to me? Why is my battery going dead? Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, today is a different type of video. This is going to be more like a sit down chit chat talk video. This is like if you been through a very huge life-changing event and you feel like you just don't know what else to do, don't know where to turn or whatever. I am gonna help you. Hopefully I can. Hopefully I touch somebody. I'm gonna give you 10 steps on how to activate self-love and how to basically try to take control, take your life back, take control over your life. Why does this always happen to me? Why is my battery going dead? I hope this helps somebody, even if it helps one person, as long as it helps somebody get through whatever it is that they're going through. You don't want to fall into depression. You don't want to put yourself down, and you don't want to feel like you're stuck in a certain era of your life and you feel like you can't get out of it, or have this saying of, why is this always happening to me? You don't have to stay in that stage. You can get up and keep going. And okay, I'm gonna try not to cry. I just started filming and I'm already about to cry. You can come out of that stage no matter where you are in life. And I say that because I've been through a lot in my life recently. But just recently losing my husband, and you know, just going through a huge life change. You can get down, you can get depressed, you can get stuck into like a space in your life to where it's like you feel like you have nowhere to go, you have nowhere to run. So I'm just sharing. When people ask me like, how you doing, and I say day by day, I want to actually share my steps and what I mean, because it could come off so cliche when someone asks you how you doing and you're like, and I say like, I'm taking it day by day. Like, you know, like what does that really mean? That's like, I feel like that's really a very broad statement, like day by day. Like, okay, like, is she good? Is she not good? Like, so how to activate self-love is my 10 steps of my day by day and how I go through things. Because if I can sit here and cry when I need to and put on a smile when I need to, and still be able to take care of my kids and do the things that I have to do, if I can do this, anybody else can do it. Like, anybody else can do it. So I'm gonna stop yapping and I'm gonna just share these steps. So step 1, building a relationship with God. That is number 1. And I can say it's plenty times there to where I've talked to God, I prayed, I was in the church, I was on the praise team. My relationship with God has been up and down, up and down, up and down. Like one minute I was praising him, the next minute I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and then, you know, it was in and out. And I'm human, and I'm human enough to admit that. And when I was wrong. And then when it was time to call on God, I called on God whenever I needed him, whenever I wanted him. Whenever I needed something, that's when I always called on God. And that's not, granted, God will never leave you. God is always there with you. But you don't wanna make God that friend to where like you only pick up the phone when you need something, or you only pick up the phone when you want to talk about some drama, something that happened, and you know what I'm saying? You want to have that relationship with God to where baby, you can't eat your food until you say your grace. You want to talk to him in the middle of you watching TV. You like, wow, like you just sit and honestly, I do that. Like I just sit and I be watching TV with my kids or be here by myself and be like, God, like I thank you. Like I'm blessed to have this TV that I'm watching. Like I'm blessed to be able to pay for the light bill, the electricity, that in order for me to watch the TV. It's like I go that deep. I'm that type of person. Like I go that deep. So just build a relationship with God. And a lot of times too, with some people, it takes tragic things to happen in your life for you to really lean on God. And I feel like I said, I always knew God, but I never talked to God or knew God how I know him now. And I can honestly say that if I never believed that it was God before, baby, like he is up there. He is all around. He is with me. He is within me. He is like, God has definitely been my rock, my strength. I honestly give him all the glory for me even pulling myself out of bed. Like me doing the things that I am able to do, I would not be able to do. I would not be able to sit and actually talk about this to help someone out there if it wasn't for God. So I just say step one in how to activate self-love is please build a relationship with God. Talk to God. And like a lot of people would think like, oh, well, I go to the club or I drink or I smoke, so I'm gonna talk to God when I'm done doing that. Baby, God will meet you where you at. You do not have to feel like, oh, well, maybe next week I can start, because honestly, next week may not get here. Next week may not, tomorrow, the next hour, the next 30 minutes is not promised. So just starting wherever you are, talk to them, build that bond with them, start praying, open your Bible. Even if like, I don't know all my scriptures by heart, I don't even know all the books of the Bible, but that doesn't mean God doesn't love me. That doesn't mean I don't believe in God. Like, you know, so just start somewhere. Number two is understanding who you are. That will all fall into place. And I'm saying these in order. So once you build that relationship with God, you will actually realize who you are. You will understand more of who you are. I feel like throughout my life, I've always been lost. I've always listened to other people or cared about other people's opinions, or kind of just lived my life based on what others thought of me, or built my life on how I think people will view me. So understanding who you are is really important. Number three, taking charge of your life and what you can control. So taking charge of your life and what you can control is, people are gonna be people. People are gonna do what they wanna do, say what they wanna say, whether you're right, whether you're wrong. It don't, your side of the story doesn't matter. That's why I never say no side of the story. Your side of the story does not matter. People gonna have their opinions on you. People are gonna say what you're gonna, like, how people view you is out of your control. So you can't sit and be mad about it. You can't sit and dwell on like, oh my God, this person doesn't like me, or oh my God, like, you know, you have to take charge of what you can control. And if you can't control it, just You gotta let it go. And it is not a, okay, I wake up and I take charge of my life. It is a day-to-day step, like everyday process. Like, even when you're at work, someone upset you or make you mad, you get upset, you get mad, you be ready to pop off, but kind of calm down and be like, you know what? That's not in my control. Okay. That's like my new thing. I don't learn how to say okay to everything. If I don't understand you and you're talking to me, I would clearly tell you, no, I don't understand, but okay. Because you're going to keep spilling it out to me and I'm telling you I don't understand it. So I'm going to stop you there, because that's something that I can control how I react. So I don't understand what you're saying, but okay. That's taking control of, taking charge and taking control of your life. Number 4, only depend on you. Only depend on you. I don't care if you're in a relationship, if you're married, if you had a partner all your life. Take it from me. I don't know if I can zoom in anymore, but no, seriously, take it from me. Like, only depend on you. Like, don't depend on no one else. And that's like one thing my husband told me, like, the week of, we was just in deep conversation, that whole week, just talk, like, we always sit and talk about life, but for some reason that particular week it was just like really deeper and it resonated with me. But one thing he said, he was like, if I don't teach you nothing else, y'all know, if you know him, you know he had that finger. So he was like, if I don't teach you nothing else, don't expect nobody else to do nothing for you. You gotta do it yourself. Nothing's gonna get done if you don't do it yourself. You need something, do it yourself. So only depend on you. And I say that because pretty much I'm 35, and just being in a relationship all my life, from the time I was 15 to, you know, being in a relationship, being in a marriage, getting out of one marriage, getting into another marriage. Like, I've never been by myself and really depend on myself. It's like I always had somebody. So it's like, and when you have a comfort zone, even if it's not just in a relationship, I was just speaking on mine with how I was, but like, if you're staying with mom or staying with somebody, or just have somebody in your corner, like, don't depend on them. Only depend on yourself, because when life happens and things get real, it's just you. And now, what you gonna do? I know life and the world say, yeah, you have a partner, your partner is this, your partner is that. Yes, have a partner, have a companionship or whatever it is that you want to have, but still make sure you take care of you. Number 5 is letting go of fear. Letting go of fear, I can say, has been one of, other than building a relationship with God, the second one is letting go of fear, has been the second most important, the most best feeling thing I could have ever done. Because God will not leave or forsake you, no matter where you at in life, what you going through in life. Once you let fear go, really trust in God and believe that God got you, and put all your faith, all your trust in God and lean onto Him. Really cast all your worries out on Him. I'm telling you, like, it would be an easier ride. It won't be a smooth sailing ride, but it'll be a lot easier. Like, giving it to God and letting go of fear, it's like, okay, look, I prayed about this. I gave it to God. I did all I can do. I'm not going to fear. Like, I'm not going to have stress. I don't want to stress. I don't want to be fearful. Because that's all fear. Fear, like stressing, anxiety, all that stuff is related to fear. Like, you're having anxiety attacks because you're scared of something. You're fearful of something. Like, that's where anxiety comes from. Like, you're nervous, you're anxious. It's like all that ties into fear. And then once you open your Bible, the Bible will tell you you should not fear. All right, so, okay, remember where we left off. I done baked cupcakes and everything. Like, my camera, I promise y'all, I thought I was more prepared, but I done baked cupcakes, I done ate, I done had to give 2 batteries now. 2 batteries just went dead. But I was on number 5. Number 5 was letting go of fear. I'm gonna end that one out. I want this to be a 2-part series, so I'm not cramming everything in one and it doesn't get like too lengthy. But